Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that this video is going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine, as you can see. Kisumu is also fantastic, and maybe you could also let me know where you're watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. And for this particular video, ladies and gentlemen, can you let me know the name of the country you are watching us from? Ladies and gentlemen, Raila Odinga today received the NADCO report and then flew straight to Rwanda, where he held a meeting with Paul Kagame. For those who follow Raila Odinga very closely, just the other day, accompanied by William Ruto, they held a meeting with President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni of Uganda. The truth of the matter is that Raila Odinga is campaigning to become the next chair of the African Union Commission, and Raila Odinga is already outside there campaigning. So this meeting with Kagame is significant. Let me first of all just take you through Paul Kagame's Facebook page, what they updated there. This is what Paul Kagame posted. President Kagame met with former Prime Minister Raila Odinga and exchanged on various issues of regional and continental interest. I want to assume the regional interest is the position of the African Union Commission, which Raila Odinga is actually seeking. Let us now go through Raila Odinga's Facebook. Let us now go to Raila Odinga, what he posted after that meeting, because there is some details which is going to shock you. I'm going to explain to you guys, because Paul Kagame and Rwanda is actually holding the key for Raila Odinga's success, and I'm going to explain why. This is what Raila Odinga posted. Had an insightful conversation with President Paul Kagame in Kigali, delving into regional and Pan-Africa ideals. Now for Raila Odinga is now narrowing it down to Pan-Africa ideals. We are committed to Africa unity and solidarity for shared prosperity and progress. Again, no mention of African Union, but clearly the post by Raila Odinga is very clear. Raila Odinga is already campaigning. So in this video, I want us to discuss this particular meeting. And I was going through just the comments, and I came across a post by Pauline Njoroge. Pauline Njoroge worked with Raila Odinga very closely. And she made some post which is a bit lengthy, and she included most of the details. I don't know whether she accompanied Raila Odinga to this trip, but what she posted here is important. This is what Pauline Njoroge posted. President Paul Kagame today hosted Right Honorable Raila Odinga in Kigali, Rwanda. The two discussed the forthcoming African Union Commission election and Raila's bid for the chairmanship, amongst other regional issues. Now, Pauline Njoroge is now making it very bold and clear. President Kagame promised support for Raila's bid, saying that the former Prime Minister has so much to offer to the African continent due to his impeccable leadership skills, deep understanding of the continent, and vast experience in African Union as a former High Representative on infrastructure development. The Rwandan president affirmed his confidence in Raila Odinga's capability, given his status in the region and internationally, as well as his transformative leadership. On his part, Raila thanked President Kagame for his support as he embarked on this very important endeavor. Now, the post by Pauline Njoroge is very, very important, because if you look at Raila Odinga's page, there's only one photo. If you look at Kagame's page, there is only one photo. But if you look at Pauline Njoroge's page, there are two photos. So where did she get the other photo? In politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence. In fact, I was telling a friend of mine that the moment Raila Odinga's campaign will take shape, Pauline Njoroge is going to play a key role in that campaign. Let us not get into that. Let us focus on Raila Odinga's trip to Kigali. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. But before I dive in, also allow me to take this opportunity to thank the following people. You are seeing their names on the screen there for the coffee which they sent to me earlier. You can also do the same using the numbers you are seeing on your screen, because it goes a long way in supporting this channel. Remember, today is Friday and it's the best day for you to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, why do you think Raila Odinga traveled to Kigali? Remember, Raila Odinga went with William Ruto to Uganda. Today, both Raila Odinga and William Ruto received the NADCO report. Then Raila Odinga flew to Rwanda. In politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence. I want to confirm to you that the main reason why Raila Odinga went to Rwanda is, number one, there is a big challenge for Raila Odinga, one of the biggest hurdle in his bid of becoming the next chair of the African Union Commission. And unless Raila Odinga overcomes that hurdle, it's going to be very difficult for him. Currently, the deputy chair of the African Union Commission comes from Rwanda. Rwanda is in East Africa, which means there is no way Raila Odinga can become the chair of the African Union Commission. Then we have another Rwandese, Dr. Monique, as the deputy chair of the African Union Commission. And remember, just recently, William Ruto was also appointed as the champion for institutional reforms. He actually took over from Paul Kagame, who served for 7 good years. That position by Ruto is also very powerful, which means if Ruto were to succeed, Raila succeed, then it would mean we are going to have 2 Kenyans, Ruto as the champion for institutional reforms, then Raila Odinga as the chair of the African Union Commission, and then now a third person, Dr. Monique, as the chair, as the deputy to Raila Odinga. It's not going to happen. So for Raila Odinga to succeed, it means one thing, that Dr. Monique has to pave way. And in my view, that is what took Raila Odinga to Rwanda. And they can pursue 2 options. The first option is to ask Dr. Monique to resign. Ask her to resign to pave way for Raila Odinga. Because if Raila Odinga is going to be East African candidate, then surely that is the only option. The other option could be to request Rwanda to withdraw her. Because Rwanda, as the member state, can request to withdraw that candidate. Assuming, to withdraw Dr. Monique, assuming she will refuse to resign. And that is one of the things which took Raila Odinga to Rwanda. I know most of you guys didn't know about that. So at least now you know. Clap for me. Number 2 is the DRC factor. The president of DRC is Felix Tshisekedi. In DRC, they have a conflict because there's a rebel movement, M23 rebels. And they strongly believe that Rwanda is behind that rebel movement. Raila Odinga had a direct hand in the election of Felix Tshisekedi. So the fear Kagame might be having with Raila Odinga becoming the chair of the African Union Commission is that he will side with Tshisekedi. And this is what Raila Odinga went to address. How to address the conflict in DRC. Uhuru Kenyatta has really tried. The truth is, if you ask anybody who is familiar with regional politics, they will tell you that DRC believes that Rwanda is behind that rebel movement. And because Raila, just like I was explaining, is close to Tshisekedi, I doubt. Remember the spat which Kagame had with Ruto the other day. Of course, some 3 weeks ago, he met with Ruto in Dubai. Number 3, Raila Odinga also went to Rwanda, specifically to rally support of East African head of states. Remember, Museveni has already endorsed him. Shekedi has agreed. Suluhu has agreed. So Raila Odinga needed that endorsement of Paul Kagame. The endorsement of Paul Kagame is significant, politically speaking, for Raila Odinga for several reasons. Kagame, having served as the champion for institutional reforms in Africa, means he has worked very closely with several heads of state. Kagame, having served as a president for Rwanda for a long time, is respected and he has created friendship. So which means Paul Kagame's support for Raila Odinga, very, very important. Apart from his one vote, I'm sure he has friends he can convince. And that's why Raila Odinga actually started with Museveni, whom I believe is the longest serving president in East Africa. Then he now went to Kagame, I think the second longest serving from East Africa. So that is why Raila Odinga went there. And lastly, I'm also convinced that Raila Odinga went to Rwanda to try and broker peace between Kenya and Rwanda. Remember sometimes back what Kipchumba Murkomen posted or tweeted, and the response from Rwanda was fast and furious. The truth is, since Ruto took over, Kagame has been viewing William Ruto suspiciously. So Raila Odinga, in my view, just like he brokered the deal between Ruto and Museveni, is also trying to do the same. And that can explain why the timing had to coincide with the NADCO report. I don't know what you think. That's my thoughts. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. And if you're wishing Baba success in his bid of becoming the next chair of the African Union Commission, please type in the comment section, just type Baba success. And again, if you've watched this video up to this stage, please, I want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Until next time, Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.